All right. But, yeah, we had our little halftime show. We try to recognize and celebrate, our achievements from the previous year. Didn't have that much, but, again, proud of our team for fighting back. When we were 4-5 there, man, it looked like we were heading for losing season and not much of a year at all. And somehow or another we turned it around, won 3 of the last 4, won the bowl game. And as we all know nowadays, when you win your bowl game, you got something to sort of think about for 7 or 8 months, to the next game. So we think we're going to have an excellent recruiting class. And, 4 years from now, we'll find out if they're real good or not. But we got a chance to sign at least 30 players this year. So hopefully they will turn out.
So, Steve, how excited are you to get on with spring practice and kind of put the season behind you?
Well, we're still recruiting. We're not in spring practice yet. February 4th is the final day. So a lot can happen in the next 10, 11 days, as we know. So as coaches, you just keep calling them and keep loving them up and tell them how much you need them and all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're doing right now. We are attending some 6 a.m. workouts. We will do some things differently, though, than we've done in the past. We got to be a faster, tougher team. We all know that. And hopefully we can, as I said, put a team out there that when the game's over, our fans can say, man, I like our team, proud of our team. Obviously, we couldn't say that at times last year. But we are proud that they bounced back and turned a very disappointing year into a winner. 7-6 is a winner. Not a big winner, but it is a winner.
Does this kind of environment help you today with recruits here?
Well, I think so. I think all the players up there, the recruits, can see how important sports is here. And again, I mentioned Dawn Staley. I mean, she brought that team from nowhere. I used to sit up here in the stands. You guys were here, too, with 200 people. And when I saw 17,000 plus for the Kentucky girls game last week, I said, man, anything's possible. And we need to expand our goals around here in football. Baseball's won a national championship. Our girls have won the SEC for the first time ever last year. And now they're on pace to do that and go for the national championship. If you can win in the other sports, you can win in football, volleyball, soccer. You can win in all of them because facilities are here. We just got to do a good job recruiting and sell everything that's here. So that's what we're trying to do.
Are you talking with John Hoke about coming on board in some form or fashion?
I will announce whatever different things we're going to do after recruiting's over with. Right now we're concentrating on recruiting. I've said many a time that we're not getting rid of any coaches, but we could add one. There's ways to add coaches. I think Alabama got about 16 or 17 down there. We don't quite have that many. But if we can do something to strengthen our team, obviously we have to do that. But our coaches do a good job. They were here when we went 11-2, number 4 in the nation, same staff. So we got good coaches.
Would you say Hoke is a possibility, though? There was a report that you're talking with him.
I'm not getting into it. There's been a whole bunch of people call and say, Coach, I can help you. And obviously we struggle on defense. We know that. But we struggle in some other areas also. But when the time's right, we'll talk about all that, okay?
Steve, when recruits ask, what are you talking about your future?
About my future? Well, I'm sort of talking about the next 4 years in my little talks now, that hopefully we can do something big with this recruiting class and the guys that are here. Future, did Will Muschamp tell his guys I'll be here when you finish? He tried. Nobody knows the future of coaching. I hope to be here 4 or 5 more years, but gosh, we all know anything can change.
What do you think about a few of the moves around the SEC with Chavis going to A&M, Kevin Steele taking over down at LSU defensively?
Well, there's a big demand for defensive coaches. I've learned that. Every NFL job has gone to a defensive coach. Us offensive boys don't have a chance hardly anymore. I'm glad I got a head job way back, I guess. But, yeah, everybody's hiring defensive coaches. It's really interesting. But anyway, around the SEC, everybody's hiring defensive coordinators. So that seems to be the big news. But anyway, we got a good staff, and at times we can strengthen it somehow, then I'll do that.
Do you feel any pressure from the fans or from the boosters to make changes for the sake of making changes?
Not from the boosters or the fans. I don't feel any. But obviously, the way we perform, we got to do some things different. That's common sense. Common sense says if you do the same thing over and over again and expect different results, then you're not too smart. So we'll do some things differently, and we'll let you know later on that stuff. Okay. All right. Thanks for coming out, man.